why I'm a stay-at-home mom, because there's certain help that I thought I was gonna get, I didn't get it. There are times I had a very good part-time job. This firm really worked with me. You don't find this, where I will come pretty much 10, 11 o'clock and then leave at 5. I'll take my kids at that time. My oldest, is it both of them? Did I have both of them yet? I'm not sure if it was both or one of them. At that time, I will take my kids to my mother-in-law, and I felt so bad that she had to watch the kids when I had someone here who could have watched the kids. And eventually it wasn't working for me. I was frustrating. I was, you know, every little, I snap really quickly. I get upset. It was not looking good for the family. So eventually that person had to leave. A lot of people were upset at me for doing that, but I wanted to keep my family together. And I knew a lot of time I was screaming at my husband for smaller things, and I didn't want to put that stress on him. So eventually I stopped working, and the best thing for me, I did look around to see how much babysitters cost, and I felt, when I did the calculation, I felt like I'll be going to work and just hand my check over to someone, and then I don't see my kids growing up. I will not see their behavior. They need to be punished. Punished meaning that, you know, time out. We are that, I'll not say we are that type to spank, but if their behavior, their action is way above, it requires some spanking to show them the way, maybe we will, but we haven't. Like for instance, my youngest is always at punishment. Go in the room, no tablet, no TV, no this, no that. So being with my kids, I felt was the best way, because I get to see how my kids are. I pick them up, I speak with their teachers. The teachers know how I am with my kids, so they're not afraid to talk to me, tell me my kids did this. Guess what? When my kids come here, talk to them. If there's no TV, no TV. For instance, my oldest never ever give any problem. But for some reason, last school year, the beginning of last school year, I guess he thought he was the man. He did something where the teacher warned him, he didn't do it, right? The teacher didn't tell me that at first, then eventually through conversation, it come out. All right, and then another thing happened. I think they were, I don't remember what it was. I think because there were 3 of them. It was on the 3rd one I actually really punished my son. The second one happened, I don't remember what it was. The 3rd one that I remember, it was, I think, during a test, and they told him to be quiet or put the whatever the volume. The test that they were doing was on the computer. The teacher told him to lower it, he didn't do it or something like that, and the teacher had told him several times that didn't happen. So that was his 3rd strike. His 3rd strike was on weekends, during school days, no video game, no computers, unless there's stuff the school requires them to do on the computer. That's when he can go on the computer. But video game on the computer, no. Video game, what is it, Nintendo or PlayStation, no. Only on weekends for a certain amount of time until all their schoolwork is done. I try to train them for them to finish their weekend homework on a Friday. That way, all weekend, I don't have to keep screaming to do your homework. So I hope that comes back again, because I want to keep that same structure. So the 3rd strike was that for my oldest. He didn't have a video game for like a month, and he thought that was excessive. He didn't have the tablet, so that's another thing they like to use. There was no tablet, so there was none of that. So if I was at work, most likely I will not get that kind of interaction between me and the teachers, where they feel comfortable to talk to me. And that new teacher they're gonna have, I'm gonna make them feel comfortable again. Speak to me. They do something, speak to me. You want them to do something, speak to me. You could speak to them, but if they're not listening, let me know. If there are things that they are slacking of or that they could improve of, let me know. That's why I'm home. I need to work extra with them. If you go back all my videos in this particular channel, you will see things that I do with my kids. This is why I'm home, so I'm using it to, they don't like it, believe me. They don't like me working with them. They don't like me telling them, practice your music, your piano, your guitar, or whatever. But that's my job. That's why I'm home. That's why I, stay home. That's why I don't get a sitter. I'll be paying the sitters a couple $1,000s and then just hand in my check. I don't get to see my kids grow. I don't get to see their behavior. I know how my kids are. If they do something, I know that they don't want who did it. So I'm the type of parents who's involved, and that's one of the reasons I stay home, because I don't have someone to look after them, and it did not make sense to me to pay a sitter a couple $1,000s. Is very expensive around my area, while I go to work to hand my check and to someone to raise my kids. So that's why I am a stay-at-home mom. By the way, at the beginning, I used to do freelance as a stay-at-home mom. I worked for firms. I did a lot of drawings, architecture stuff for them at home. However, I will stay up all night doing all of those things, and then I had to fight to get paid. So it became a burden to me, and I decided to stop doing freelance. And only one person I saw to do freelance for, she used to be in Manhattan, but now she moved to, what's the something city, it's Queens, somewhere in Queens, so a little bit further away. I sort of lost my craft. I don't do the computer AutoCAD that often, so I'm a little bit behind, and I don't feel motivated to do them anymore, with the exception of that person. Only one person I do freelance for, and whenever she called me, she need to do survey, especially if the kids are at school. Rush, do the survey. It's easy, do it 1 2 3 and then get paid. So yeah, I stopped doing freelance because people are not paying, pretty much. We shall see. So don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Post your questions. Let me know what you want to know and what you want to see. And if it's appropriate, I'll be more than happy to share it with you. Thanks for watching.